singing every day, it's just a real sort of booster and brings me a lot of joy.
Have a lot of fun creating some incredible sounds and singing some amazing music.
The standard of singing is so amazing that you just feel kind of inspired by all the people that you sing with.
I would really encourage people to apply. It's an extremely rewarding experience, and it enriches so much of your university experience.
After one term, I already feel like I'm a much more complete singer.
And I actually wasn't in Caius Choir in my first year, but I sort of would see the choir together as such a lovely group of people, and I really wanted to get more involved in the musical life of the college, because there are lots of events that happen at Caius, like the college concerts every term and things like that, and thought I wanted to get stuck in and to be singing more regularly.
It's something that I'd never really done before, because before I came to Caius I hadn't sung in a choir in a setting like this. I'd only sung in my school choir. So it's been a new experience for me, but I've really enjoyed it.
Socially, it's such a nice little team, because it's slightly smaller than some of the other bigger choirs, the mixed ones, but we all get on really well, and so we'll go to dinners together after rehearsals and after services, but it really allows you that chance to bond with the people that you sing with, which has been amazing, especially coming in as a fresher, having that kind of sense of security socially, and with some of the loveliest people that you'll ever meet, and I'm not just saying that, it's genuinely true.
Being in the choir brings structure to my day. I think I do love my degree, but work is work, and it's really nice to have something to look forward to at the end of the day. I'll be sort of often on my own working on essays during the day, and then I just get to choir and it's this just wave of love, and it's really nice.
A Cambridge term, academically speaking, is very intense, very busy, and at times quite stressful. But I think having that sort of fixed point in the day where you're just focusing on music and creating a beautiful sound with a group of lovely people, it's sort of a form of therapy, or just kind of, really eases the soul, is what I say. And everyone there really loves singing and really loves making music, and we're very dedicated to that one task in that one moment. I think that sort of shared sense of focus and teamwork and community is really special.
It's really nice to have that friendship group as well, especially because, so for example, coming back as a fourth year, a lot of my friends from my third year cohort left, but I've still gone straight back into the choir, and it's been kind of an immediate friendship group right there, so it's been really lovely.
So I applied to Caius and was pulled, and I didn't initially realise that you could be in a different choir to the college that you're in. But you definitely can. It's a really normal thing. If you were applying to a college based on the choir, still go for that choir anyway.
A choral background is useful, but definitely not necessary to be in the choir. I think the audition process is much more about evaluating potential.
In terms of practical advice, obviously it can be really fun to sit down at the organ and play really loudly all the time, but I would really encourage people to focus on the basics, like do the keyboard skills practice kind of tests, do the slow practice, do the practice with the metronome on quiet stops, all that kind of stuff, which can feel slightly more tedious but really does pay off.
Practicing sight reading can be really useful. I did that sort of in the lead up to my audition. I had a book of Bach chorales and me trying to sight read and pluck along on the piano, and regularly doing vocal exercises and warm-ups, just being confident and believing in your own ability. But yeah, putting that work in, I think, to practice different theory aspects that'll just, in a greater sense, just improve your musicianship and be really useful in choir.
When I had my audition, I made loads of mistakes in my sight reading and in interval tests that they asked me to do, but I also displayed some kind of persistence, and I wanted to try my best to improve. And don't try to be perfect, just try to be yourself and do the best that you can. And if you do that, you can't go wrong.
So for your audition, make sure you sing a piece that you're comfortable with. It can be of any sort of genre, just what you think you'd like to sing and what you think best shows off your voice. Don't go for something that's kind of too complicated if you don't think you can manage it, but just do something that you think works well for you.
If anybody else is from a background that they haven't done any choral singing like this before, I really urge you, do not worry. If you like singing, give it a go, because you do not need to have tons of choral experience beforehand to come and sing in the choir, and I am a perfect example of that.
So there's basically no reason not to apply.